Okay, we're going to go to Norway here and just look at 10 random and oftentimes weird random Norwegian black metal releases in my collection. So just kind of fun. So here we go. Covenant Nexus Polaris. I actually don't like this CD that much. There's one of the guys from Dimmy Borgir in here, and it does kind of sound like them, but just a lot more, maybe a little happier, a little more upbeat. I'm just not into it. But I like the cover art, and just kind of one of those things I wanted to have when I saw it for a good price somewhere. Now this album here, Ved Buens Ende, sorry about the pronunciation. Weird, kind of goth, distant, strange album here. And definitely a masterpiece of sorts. A lot of people like this one. I like the one with the original cover art better, the one with the more blue. But yeah, this album, it keeps me coming back. I still haven't quite wrapped my head around it. Okay, let's get into some bigger names here with Carpathian Forests. This is their first EP, Through Chasm, Caves, and Titan Woods. This came out in 1995 on Avant-Garde Music. I always think of Black Shining Leather as the album that people think of as, well, what I think of as the most popular one. I don't have that, but I do have the one after that, Strange Old Brew. And this is a pretty cool CD. But the last one I had by the band. Okay, speaking of big names, Satyricon, Nemes Divina. I've always wanted to get into the first couple albums, and I've always thought they were good, not great. But I think this album here is their masterpiece. 10 out of 10, one of my favorite black metal albums. It's amazing. The next album up, Rebel Extravaganza. Again, Satyricon. I really liked this album at the time, but it's not really my thing anymore. If I had to pigeonhole it, I'd say it's kind of an industrial black metal thing. But better than that sounds. Okay, Dodheim's Guard, 666 International. This was a very controversial album at the time. Very experimental, a lot of electronic elements. Very weird, sterile, cold. Just like the album artwork. And I've had this CD for a long time, and sometimes I like it, sometimes I'm not in the mood for it, but I'm always going to have it. Storm Nordavind. This was a side project with Satyr from Satyricon and Fenris of Darkthrone. This came out on Moonfog. It sounds like Norwegian folk music played with metal instruments. Not a metal CD, but pretty cool. I remember I found this at my local video store in a used CD bin. One of those cool things. Okay, the last one I'm going to talk about, the last two CDs. The first one is Beyond Dawn, Pity Love. This album has many post-punk and goth rock elements. I really like it. Came out on Candlelight. After that, well, a couple albums after that, they really kind of lost touch with all their metal roots. But I had this CD. I got it randomly, and I didn't really like it. It seems like it's mostly electronic music to me at first. But I was listening to that Radical Research podcast with Jeff Wagner, and he said this was a great one, so I gave it a spin, and I'm really glad I got to know it. So anyways, 10 random Norwegian black metal albums. Thanks.